Welcome to Fix It with Feng Shui Q&A. I'm so glad you're here, and I have a great question that I'm going to answer today. If you have a Feng Shui question, if there's a part of your life where you need to shift the energy in, be sure to ask. Email me at jill@jill@thea.com, or you can private message me on Facebook or on Instagram. You can find me under Jill at Thea there. Ask me your Feng Shui question. I'll answer it for you on this series. So today's question's a great one. It comes from Evelyn, and she says, "Hi Jill. I've been clearing my clutter and just wonder what to do with all the old photographs I have. They're all in a drawer. In fact, they take up 2 drawers. The photos are mainly of the family growing up, school photos, past birthdays, holidays, etc. Are there any specific areas I should keep them in?" This is a great question, and actually more importantly, there are 2 areas where we don't want them stored in Feng Shui. So in Feng Shui, there are 2 spots in your home that are considered no storage areas. Why? Well, because they clutter up the energy. They slow down the energy in these particular areas, and we don't want that in your home. So the first area when you're standing at your front door looking into your home is your back left corner. This is the abundance area in your home. We prefer if you don't have any storage in this area. If your storage room is in this area, and I've had a house that is the case, you want it to be as decluttered, clean, and neat as possible. Plus we want to add all the other abundance gears in there, so get a hold of me and let's make sure that we have that energy flowing. The other area in your home where we don't want any storage is in the front left corner of your home. So we're standing in the front door, that front left corner is the wisdom area. And why we don't want storage in this area is because it clutters up the sharing of wisdom and the acquiring of wisdom. So these are the no storage areas in your home. So if you can avoid storing these or any other storage in these areas, that would be great. If you have to store things there, then make sure it is as clean and clutter-free as possible, because we really want the energy flowing in those areas. Obviously, abundance is because that is any sort of abundance in your life, from monetary to abundance of experiences and friends and all of it. And then in the wisdom area, that is how we acquire wisdom, share wisdom, and it's how the wisdom area impacts every other part of our life. If you think about it, we need wisdom, or we need to share something in all parts of our life, from our relationships to our well-being to our purpose in our work to our personal growth, right? And so we don't want to clutter up that area. So when we take a look at where are these things best stored, the first thing we're going to do is, did you declutter it? So it sounds like you're going through them, but anything that's sentimental like this, you want to go through and make sure that you need it all. So in the sense of, are there duplicates of photos? Can you give some of them away to other family members? Are all of them, do you look good in all of them? Do you like all of them? So go through them first before you just store them there. And then ideal place for storage of something like this is the community area or the creativity area. So when you're standing in your home is divided into 9 squares. And in that middle section, that middle third of your home, there's 3 squares there. And so it is the community area on the left, your well-being area is in the middle of your home, and then the creativity area is on your right. So when you're standing in your front door, the left third of your home in the middle is the community area, which is your relationships with family and friends. So this is an ideal spot for you to store these photos because it vibrates with the energy of that. It vibrates with the energy of good thoughts, because we're talking about school photos and birthdays and experiences, right? And so it fits in with what that is. And then the other area you could store these is that creativity area, which is in the right third of your home from the front door in the middle, okay? And the creativity area is all about childlike fun, creative experiences and adventures. It's also about communication. And so it aligns with the storage of these photos in this area as well. So those are 2 areas you could store them in. If you have a basement, obviously store them there. We worry the most about Feng Shui in the main floor of our home. That's really where we get the energy flowing, and that's where we focus on the 9 different areas more. So if you can store them in the basement, fine. Otherwise, store them on your main floor or upstairs. But in the community area, the creativity area, in that middle third of your home on the left and the right, are 2 great places for you to store these photos, so that they actually enhance the energy in that area. And then you can think of, you'll know they're stored there, so it brings up those experiences as well, which is a nice memory for you to have. So making sure you're decluttering these things before you're putting them there, and then storing them in these 2 spaces is great. And then trying to avoid that abundance area and that wisdom area in order to have those no storage zones, storage free, is the way you want to go with this. So happy decluttering, enjoy going through the old memories, and Let me know if you have any questions. And if you have a Feng Shui question, if you're watching this, email me, jill@jillathea.com, or message me on social media, and I'd be happy to answer your question in the next Q&A.